mean, it all depends on the angle of the house, and obviously during the seasons it changes as well. But I'd say 4 to 8 is a good time for any luxury type of stuff, just because there's not as much shadows. And sometimes even on a cloudy day, for us that take the photos, it's sometimes even better because there's less shadows that come in the house. There's less shadows on the actual house itself, and then we replace the sky. So even if it's a cloudy, gray day, it might, as long as the ambient light's pretty nice coming through the windows, it actually has the best product, I'd say, to keeping the tones of the colors, usually the same and all that. So people think that they need the best, sunniest day, but in reality, it really doesn't matter with us because we brighten up the skies no matter what. As long as it's nice and bright inside the house, that's the perfect time. So it really depends, but any time between like 9 to, I'd say, noon, and then around 4 to 8 would be the two times that are best. But like I said, any time between the middle of the day too is great. So we kind of make it work depending on the sun angles and the way the house is facing, so that's a huge factor in that stuff.
Got it. Now, speaking of weather, what about like rain and snow? Like, how does those weather affect shootings?
It affects it for the outside, the exterior. With the drone, we can take it up in like light rain. We take it up in snow all the time because we can't fight that in Buffalo. We're always doing that. But for the winter shots, I think the snow adds a cool little factor in it when it's coming down with a nice little snowfall. But rain is tough. We usually will have to like reschedule in that case. But like I said, for light rain, we can replace the sky, and you actually sometimes can't even tell that it was like a lousy day. Yeah. So it's all dependent on how heavy the rain is, how heavy the snow is.
Yeah. We usually will have to move it. We usually try to keep the appointments where they are, do the interiors, try to do the exteriors. And worst case scenario is if they don't like them, we come back and we reshoot the exterior if they have an issue with that. So,
wow, awesome.
You can't control the weather.
Yeah, right. That's Mother Nature. Yeah. So I know, especially for photos, that your editor can actually edit out if there's a car blocking the way. You guys can edit out, and which is a great feature.
Yeah. Right. So like we'll edit little things out like cars if they can't move the car. Sometimes we've had it where there's a trailer in the driveway that they just didn't have the keys or didn't have the truck to move during the shoot. We could edit those out, edit out things like garbage cans or little tiny things that people don't want in the shots that don't affect the actual home. So sometimes we'll have people kind of asking us to fix windows and stuff like that, siding, but we usually don't do that unless we know for a fact they're going to be fixing it, because that could lead to false advertising, which is then put on the agent. Yeah. So we try to help our agents out with that and kind of educate them that we can't do everything they need with Photoshop because of legal advertising laws and stuff like that, but we can do things like remove garbage cans or trailers or cars out of the driveways.
Or fix up the grass that they know they're going to be patching up, that kind of thing. It was just like something happened where there was a burn mark, but they're going to be fixing it. It was just a dry summer, things like that where it's an easy replacement. It's not like altering the house. It's just,